I'm Coyote Peterson, and I'm about to enter the taste zone with the dumb cane. Just that much of a sample right there could send you to the hospital. Hi, I'm Coyote Peterson, and yes, believe it or not, I'm still alive. This morning I'm hiking at the Río Nuevo Nature Reserve on the Osa Peninsula, and I'm searching for one of its most toxic plant species, a poisonous individual that is rumored to be able to give a human a very painful chemical burn. Oh, how about that? I managed to walk right into a cluster of them. Now, this may look like a common household species, and believe it or not, this is a plant that can be found in millions of homes across America. But I bet you didn't know that it was toxic. Now, in order to perform today's test, all it's gonna take is a single sample, and this plant right here looks like it'll do perfect. Oh, jeez, it smells terrible. Oh, it's kind of making my throat burn. In the bag with you, buddy, we have got our specimen. It's go time. Oh, it totally stinks. Welcome to Coyote's Kitchen. Today, we're gonna unbox a new adventure. This is Cook Unity, the first chef-to-you meal delivery service with meals from over 70 award-winning chefs. Let's get started. With rotating menus every week, there's always something new to try and something for everyone, with options from vegetarian to paleo and everything in between. Tonight I'm eating Peruvian chicken fried rice from Chef Andres Mendez from New York. Looks delicious. The subscription is super flexible and you can pause, skip deliveries, or cancel at any time. And one of the things that I love about Cook Unity chefs is that they use real ingredients, nothing artificial here. And when possible, they use humanely sourced meat and organic ingredients. This looks delicious. Ooh. Oh yeah, it's go time. Oh, I can't wait to try this. Go to cookunity.com/bravew50 or click the link in the description and use my code BRAVEW50 to get 50% off your first order of Cook Unity meals to try them out for yourself. That was fantastic. Now, my taste buds feel like they're traveling the world every single time I have one of these meals. Now, at Brave Wilderness, we definitely care about the environment. If you're wondering about the packaging, it is recyclable, reusable, or compostable. How cool is that? Cook Unity for the win. And now, we're off on our next adventure. There it is, Dieffenbachia. That is the genus, and underneath that genus are multiple species. This one right here happens to be the most toxic. It has to do with the chemical makeup of the sap that exists within the leaves, the stalk, and the stem. And those are the three pieces that we are ultimately going to test today. This does not have any nettles, so that makes it quite a bit different than the stinging plants that I have experienced thus far. What makes this toxic are the rhaphides and the idioblasts that exist within the sap. Now, that sap, in a sense, is armed with something known as calcium oxate crystals, which sort of look like little shards of fiberglass, completely invisible to the human eye. But if you were to look at the sap underneath a microscope, you would see where that world of pain is going to come from. Now, the most dangerous place that you could get this sap is in your eyes, your nose, or of course your mouth. That is an absolute worst case scenario. So if I picked up the stem of this and bit it like a cucumber, my tongue would swell, my esophagus would swell, and I would stand the chance of having that swelling be so bad that I would asphyxiate and ultimately die. So I'm not gonna be taking a chomp into this plant. When we look at my forearm, the skin is very thin here. So in testing the leaf, the stalk, and the stem, I'm gonna get three different possible effects. It is fair to say that I don't react to poison ivy. So will I have a reaction to this? Well, I compare it to a mix between the devil's toilet paper and poison ivy. Let's say the two got together, did a little dance, made a little love. The dumb cane is the plant that would come out of it all. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna make three distinct marks on my forearm so that we can separate the test zones. Okay, please, please, please do not replicate what you see me doing here. Remember, this is for science and to find out just how my body's gonna react to the toxins in this plant. Now what I'm gonna also do is roll this up just a bit. I'm gonna squeeze that down there. Get that sap right to the edge. Just that much of a sample right there, if put in your mouth and chewed up, could send you to the hospital. That is how potent this plant is. Okay, sample number 1, the leaf near my wrist. See what happens. Yeah, if you're gonna go big, right? Tingling sensation thus far. Not really painful. It's turning a little bit red, but nothing like the devil's toilet paper or any of the nettling species. Very, very, very slight, if anything. But a little bit of redness noted. Let's up our game. We're going stalk. Oh yeah, this is a juicy one. Yeah, you can see it oozing out. Oh boy, that's gonna make a difference right there. Yeah, you see that sap coming right to the top of the stalk. All right, let's do this. Entering the poison zone with the stalk of the dumb cane. This is dumb. Oh yeah, oh. Yeah. Oh, that's definitely a different effect. I can definitely feel that. It feels like little tiny needles going into my skin. And it is getting a little red, but not as bad as one would think. All right, we're going straight to the stem. I'm gonna put a fresh cut so we can really get a lot of sap. All right, this is gonna be the one that's probably gonna have the biggest impact. Here we go. I'm Coyote Peterson, and I'm about to enter the pain zone, the poisonous pain zone with the dumb cane, right in the sweet spot of my arm. 1, 2, 3. Oh, jeez, yeah, no. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, you can definitely feel that. Oh. Oh, man, wow, immediate searing. Oh, you can see how red it got right out of the get-go. And I know what you're saying right now. Coyote, really? You're gonna go this far, but you're not gonna put any of that in your mouth? Guys, that would be insanely unintelligent. Dumb cane for a reason. But I think I should test it on the tip of my tongue, right? I mean, for science, right? What?
Do it. I have no knowledge about this plant. I have done zero research on it. I do not recommend putting any poisonous substance in your mouth. Once it enters your system, you don't know how it's gonna react.
Now, I'm not going to chew this up. I'm not going to swallow. I'm just gonna literally place the tip of my tongue on the tip of the stem and see what sort of reaction we get. This one's just fine. Okay, here we go. I'm Coyote Peterson, and I'm about to enter the taste zone with the dumb cane. Okay, you guys ready? 1, 2, 3. This is really it. Ah! See, see how I get sort of knocked. See what's happening here? And I'm just talking like this because I don't want my tongue to go in my mouth because it's burning. It's like my mouth is full of Novocaine. I have to rinse my tongue also. The tip of my tongue is on fire. Just get a sound on the tip of my tongue. That's way worse than the arm is. Yeah, I'm off now.
Wait. Put your tongue in your mouth.
I did not want it in my mouth. And cut count.
So what the heck is happening? While invisible to the camera's eye, my tongue is experiencing a chemical burn. A chemical burn occurs when living tissue is damaged by a corrosive substance, such as the oxides in the plant's sap.
This wasn't our idea. This was his idea.
Basically, your body immediately rejects it.
This was a crazy few minutes, and clever editing has eliminated my body's most extreme reaction, violent vomiting. You're welcome, because trust me, my lunch, mixed with a watermelon slushie, looked gross.
Are you dumber?
Wow. My body, I'll say, first of all, I don't want to touch my eyes just in case on my hand. It feels like Novocaine on my tongue, but it hurts like a hot wing.
Oh, it's so hot right now.
There's far and there's too far. Far, too far. And I cannot express how important it is to never repeat what you saw me doing here. Putting any sort of poison in your mouth is incredibly foolish. So we came up with the idea for doing the dumb cane episode because the other day Jim was telling me about this toxic plant that he's run into before, and I was like, really? And I put a little bit of leaf on my wrist and didn't have much of a reaction, and then he did it, and your wrist has been like this for days.
Yeah, it's actually horrible. It's itchy a lot for several days. I mean, we have like 4 days working together already, and this is actually horrible still.
Well, this is like poison ivy, how it's reacted to you, so we will see what happens with my arm. Well, it's been 24 hours since I placed the dumb cane on my forearm, and thus far, no effects. No blisters, no itching. Means I'm pretty resilient towards plant saps. However, when I placed the dumb cane on my tongue, which was incredibly stupid, you saw the immediate effects. Within 60 seconds, my body was rejecting the poison. I was vomiting and trying to make sure that my body rid itself of that toxic substance. So it goes without saying, never place a toxic substance in your mouth. Now, if we're ranking plants on an index the same way we were insect stings, on a scale of 1 being the least painful, 4 being the most painful, I'd have to put the dumb cane at a 2, because while the initial effects were pretty intense in my mouth, within 20 minutes, I was completely fine. So, if you are a botanist or you know anything about toxic plants, whether of the nettling, the sap, or the oil type, write in the comment section below and tell me, what plant should I rank on the Plant Sting Pain Index next? I'm Coyote Peterson, be brave, stay wild, we'll see you on the next adventure.